today's 820 episode. From yesterday, I kind of queued up to you the subject, which I didn't get to yesterday, but let's get into it today. I was citing the importance of the present moment. I know that's maybe an old tune, an old song I've been saying to you for a while now, in the past somewhat 800 episodes. But as simply as it sounds, about this thing called resilience. It's about being present. Now, I didn't create that. I even heard that more importantly and more succinctly from Mr. Eckhart Tolle in The Power of Now, about being present. Now, he says it very well and better than I can, but that is pretty much the subtext of resilience. Even though the book itself, Resilience, the Beauty of Presence, those are great words, but without a foundation, a framework, a structure. Not that it is the answer. It's just my approach to share with you from my experiences what has worked for me, what permits me to still be here relaying and relating this to you under the umbrella or the construct of resilience. It is about being present. So, as a next step or next part of the discussion from yesterday that I didn't get to, but the subject today is called "It Could Be Worse." This is not in comparison or competition, and that is not meant to be part of the main tenet or principle for resilience, saying it could be worse. But keep that in mind. I'm just offering that statement as an alternative starting point. And if this is your first venture into resilience with me today, just use that as a point on the wall right now, a target to look at, and maybe we'll hit it squarely on, or maybe just glance it. But it could be worse. So when I say that, consider that statement with yourself and then with others, actually. And on this journey for resilience, you don't need me for this journey. I'm glad that you took the time to tune in and listen in to these 500 seconds about resilience, but you don't need me for this journey. But I'm very happy to join you on this trip in discussing resilience. That resilience thing is that common quality and exposure that we all have and that we all do need, but only need to bring it out of us already. You can't go buy it, can't go acquire it. We already have it, but not many of us have taken the time, like from yesterday, take the time of now to bring that forward, not front of mind or top of mind, deep from your heart first, before you get to your mind. So this thing about this common quality that I'm saying we all have, we just haven't made the space or time to consider this work called resilience. This necessary work on that path of yours and that path of mine, separately, yet in alliance and in alignment for yes, for production, for positivity. Always. There are two ways, generally, and a very short way to summarize the positive and negative sides of resilience. You can choose to be positive, very productive, and have a yes or love perspective on things. Or you could take the adverse option, to be negative, aggressive, confrontational, always got a win-win-win over someone else. That's certainly your choice. I only propose to you what has worked for me. And what I think for us, all of us, being born into this life, we don't actually come into this world to be disruptive or be dismissive of others or of nature or the nature of ourselves. I've observed we have a natural nature to be positive, to be productive, to be helpful, to be encouraging, not to be destructive. But you may have other motivations. Yours could be for sex or money or drugs or fame or adulation. That is always your choice. But that's not what I serve this message to you for. What I say, how I present it to you, is simply for guidance on the good stuff. The good stuff amidst all the garbage and shit you will get into and step on your shoe today. Yeah, you step in some stuff today, not as pleasant. It could just be a piece of gum stuck to the bottom of your shoe. But you kind of get the point. As we walk through life, through your house, through whatever you do, you're going to bump into things that are not pleasant. They're not helpful. It doesn't seem helpful when it happens. But everything we do, either by design or by accident, is there for a reason. We must go through this. As I kind of mentioned to you yesterday, everything you're going to do, whether it be people or a car or a job or whatever, you must meet that exposure. You must meet that occasion. You must meet that instance in that day. But when you do that, you have to maintain your courage more than your vanity. Remember, that's the ratio of what is resilience, according to me. Having more courage than vanity in everything you do, and in this daily balance of resilience. That's why I present to you these urgency meetings that you must convene and attend to in each day or in the collection of moments in each day. Because no matter how much of the garbage you and I will encounter in this day, if we can maintain the drive and your own reference of your beauty, that's all you need for success. But if you need the alternative reference, without that perspective, meaning if you choose to go down that other path or the other side of that coin, to put more emphasis and priority on vanity, on ego, on fear, on I gotta win, I gotta take, not give, I gotta take. You can make that choice. But that's the alternative reference. Without that analysis, you can choose to have courage, or you can choose the vanity part. And that's the perspective I want to leave with you today. Remember, choosing the alternative to courage, it could be worse. Just remember that. Choosing vanity over your courage, it could be worse. So let's go with the positive. Until next time, stay present, stay current. No matter where you are in this world, it's always